to see you again. Plenty to do today, so let's get on with it. Jam-packed show, and it's going to look like this.
How about a 3D way of displaying 2D pictures? And check out painting on a massive scale with a big art attack. And how would you like to make your pictures electrifying?
Oh, sorry, I just can't do anything too fiddly today. My hands have swollen up. I've tried everything. I've even tried using a bigger pencil, but they're too sore. So, I tried putting a bandage on, but that didn't work. Because when I took the bandage off, the whole thing had turned green. So look, you're just going to have to get on with this one yourself, in 4 easy parts, a 4-part attack.
Part 1. Find a pair of gloves that you don't want anymore. Rubber gloves, old woolly gloves, or even old gardening gloves. Then line up the opening of the glove with the bottom edge of a big piece of cardboard. Then tape each glove palm side down onto the cardboard. And use plenty of tape for this. Then draw a much larger hand around the glove. Now you can use the shape of the glove as a guide for this. Round it goes, and when you've drawn your hand, cut the shape out.
And when you've cut it out, you've got your basic big hand. Now, it's a good idea to check that you can still get the glove on at this point. If you can't, you can always just adjust the tape. Yeah, that's okay. Now, it's a bit flat at the moment. It needs fattening up.
And to fatten up your hand, scrunch up some newspaper into sausages. Nice, fat, sausagey fingers. And tape them along your card fingers. Just carefully tape them into place, like that. Then make a flat pillow of newspaper to cover over the glove for the main part of the hand. And again, tape it into place, using lots of tape. And don't forget, make sure there's still room for your hand. Then turn your hand over and do the same on the other side. A nice fat pillow of newspaper for the hand, and sausagey fingers.
When you've taped on all your newspaper with lots of tape, you'll have something that looks like this. Now, it needs some details to make it really lifelike.
Cut out some fingernails from cardboard box card and tape them to the ends of the fingers. And now you're ready to add on a layer of skin. Mix some PVA glue half and half with water and paste strips of tissue paper all over your hand. And go over the fingernails. But whatever you do, take care not to glue over the opening of your glove, or you won't get your hand in. And go over the whole of your hand in the same way. Glue and tissue paper.
And when you've covered the whole hand and it's dry, it'll look something like this. Look at that. And it's now beginning to look very funny. But let's finish it off. It needs some colour.
Just paint your hand the same colour as your own skin. Now this is going to be cartoon pink. And use poster or acrylic paint for this. Just slop it on. And you could even streak in some white. And add on some fingernails with the white. And how's about some red to make the knuckles a bit darker? And when you've finished painting the hand and it's dry, you can pick out any detail with black pen, like these lines on the knuckles. And you could even pick out the nails.
And when it's all finished, try on, and it looks really funny, doesn't it? Well, how about this? You can make one for each hand. Or you can make one that grabs things. Look at that. And this pencil is just card rolled into a tube with a cone at the end. And the fingers were all bent round and taped into place. Good, isn't it? Or how about this one? A good old monster hand. Rawr. Now, instead of fingernails, it has pointed claws. And, of course, it's painted monster green. And I've even put some scraps of fake fur on the back. Or how about this? You could even extend your hands with rolls of card to make them look like long arms. Try it yourself. Big hands. Here's a really neat way to create a picture out of electric neon light. Now first you need to design a picture onto some dark paper. In fact, mine's on black card, and you can use a white pencil for this, but just do it lightly so you can just see it, and keep it to a simple line drawing, not too much detail, and make it big and bold. Now the fun bit. You need some coloured electric neon lights, you know, just like the type you get in nightclubs or cafes. And here they are. Yeah, now I know it's only chalk, but the effect is just as good. Watch this. Pick a good neon colour, like electric blue or pink, I've got purple, and carefully go over all of the lines in your picture. Just make nice, thick lines and follow the original lines. That's it, round it goes, just following those lines.
all the way around to the beginning.
Then carefully go over the lines with your finger. Just follow the direction of the lines and just rub backwards and forwards with your finger like that. Now try not to smudge the lines outwards, just backwards and forwards along the lines itself. Now to turn the neon lights on. Take a white chalk and with a sharp edge go over all of your lines again, but this time just use the sharp edge to create a thin, bright white line down the middle of your coloured line. And look what happens. Your lines start to look like neon strip lights. Look at that. And you can even leave little gaps where the white lines join to make them look even more like those electric neon lights, because they have gaps. And lettering looks good on your picture, especially if you do it in a different colour. Just draw a thin white line down the middle of your letters to make them really shine out brightly. When you finish these, you have a brilliant electric neon light picture, just like in trendy clubs and cafes. And they make great posters for your room. Just hang them up and they really shine out. And you could try different designs. Check out these cool ideas.
How about this jazz club design for your own bedroom? Very trendy. Or how about this Knickerbocker Glory? Fancy that. And what about this cool skier? And this one has got really fancy writing.
Yeah, really effective, aren't they? Very trendy. Try it yourself. Rub along a chalk line to make it glow and light it up with a thin white line down the middle to create an electric neon picture. Stacks of sacks. That's what I've had since the end of last series. Stacks of sacks of your artwork. And it's all brilliant. And do you know where it all goes? In here, in the Art Attack Gallery. Take a look at this lot.
Georgina's created a really atmospheric picture here. She's simply used chalk pastels on black paper and the result is really spooky. I like the moon. And Grace's landscape painting is very surreal, and it's made even more so by the unusual colours she's used. An interesting experiment, that, which I think has paid off really well. Nice one. And this picture of a fox by William is fantastic. He's managed to capture the vivid colours of its coat perfectly, and the crayons he used give the picture loads of movement. And I love this stylish mosaic that Maisie's made. The image is simple, and she's decided to only use a few colours, and the result is really impressive. Sometimes less is definitely more.
Just hold it there for a moment, because all that cutting out that Maisie's done reminds me of a good little trick I can show you. If you want to cut a piece of paper along a long straight line and you haven't got any scissors, here's a really quick way of doing it using one of these, a ruler. No, I haven't gone mad. Just watch this. Say I wanted to cut this A4 paper along this line. All you do is lay your ruler along the line like that, and then hold it down firmly, pick up one flap on this side like this, then press on the ruler and pull on the flap. And really quickly and neatly, you'll have cut your piece of paper along the line. Good trick, eh? So where were we?
Oh yes, that was Maisie's. Now this is Holly's. Now she's used bold shapes and colours to make this abstract picture look really striking. And I like the way she's outlined the shapes with a black pen to make them stand out. Nice one, Holly. And this simple charcoal drawing by Rachel demonstrates just how versatile charcoal can be. You just can't beat it when it comes to doing pictures in light and shade. Very moody. And this is a fantastic art attack. Leanne's spotty Dalmatian nearly leaps off the paper, and adding a splash of red for his collar really finishes a picture off nicely. Cute, isn't he? And Sarah has created a brilliant 3D mushroom using wool to give a realistic dark centre to the mushroom. The 3D frame she's made around it finishes it off really nicely.
Yeah, great idea from Sarah. Hey, I'm always looking for new ideas or ways for framing things. Well, I've got a really original way of framing things. No frame at all. Just one of these. A tea bag box. Watch this.
First, cover 3 sides of your box. Now get the measurements by placing it onto one end of some paper and drawing around it. And then just turn the box over as you go and draw around it again. And when you've done the 3 sides, cut it out and draw on your design. Now I've done a street scene on mine. And then put glue on the back. And then wrap it around 3 sides of your box. Just line it up, press it into place and wrap. When you've done that, take another sheet of paper and get the measurements, this time of the back and top of your box. So again, draw around those sides, the back, and then roll it over to get the top. And when you've cut it out, glue it onto your box. Do it in exactly the same way, glue it into place and wrap it over. Then, here's the clever bit. Take your pen and continue the design around the back of your box, going all the way around that block, making sure that all those lines join up. And if there's anything half drawn, like the balloon, just finish that off too. And don't forget about the bit on the top. And just continue your design all the way round. Then, when you're happy with it, colour it in. And you can do this however you like, but I think felt tip pens look good.
And when it's all coloured in, it'll look like this. Look at that. Brilliant, isn't it? And the great thing about your block pictures is that they stand up by themselves and look great with no frame at all. So you could stand them up anywhere in your house. You don't need to hang them on a wall. And you can do lots of different themes for you around the block picture. Here's a safari scene. Look at that. Same thing. The picture goes all the way around the block, even on the top. And here's an underwater scene. And this time, it's on a different shaped box. Look at that. But it still goes all the way around the block. And how about this? An alien planet, which I've made even more weird, or out of this world, by sticking lots of different boxes together. But the picture still goes round the block. In fact, they're so easy to do and look so great, why not do a few of them and have your own round-the-block exhibition gallery? Good, eh?
That was a great episode of Art Attack. Next Wednesday, it's Remembrance Day, and I've got Olivia on the phone right now. Hi, Olivia.
Hi.
So, Olivia, why do we honor Remembrance Day? Why is it so important?
Well, there's some people that tried